Right, let me click on the game for music. There we go, music. Okay, cool. Alright, yo, Oriange. How's it going, my sir? Primal Nature. Hey TI, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Of all my tasks, the one by which I am most keenly vexed is the never-ending journey into the heart of the primal's true nature. Each door I fling wide leadeth me with inevitable anguish to another such confounding portal. It is in these lands that the keys to the knowledge I seek are found. Many seasons did I toil to fashion a net across this vast realm, a net that catcheth not fish, but nuggets of wisdom, more valuable than gold. Hello, Kendra. Much have I learned, but the essence of the primals is ever shifting. No dusty tome doth capture the ink what these terrible beings are now become. Thus must I presume to unsheathe the blade born of light. Thine is a strength that shattereth the stoutest barriers, and doth pierce the which obfuscates the impotent gaze of ordinary men. We have not the luxury of time required for my measured scholarly pace. You got to deliver some payoff for D&D stuff that got set up all the way back in Season 3. I see. Oh, I'm sorry that you had a stomach bug. I myself had a sore throat last week. I know that's not the same thing, but I'm glad that you are over it. Obfuscate? Obfuscate? The obscure or too obscure or confuse. Back when your notes were small pieces of paper, now they're larger pieces of paper, right? For the adder's nest is astir, hissing with the new news of Garuda's return. Her winds have grown ever more violent, ever more destructive. What layeth behind this sudden waxing of power? The answer may well prove a vital piece of the puzzle of the primal's existence. Mine eyes perceive a looming wall of strife, poised to crash down upon our cities with unrestrained fury. For the nonce, you must pacify the Lady of the Vortex. Swiftly now to the Adder's Nest. High Serpent Commander Hulux will have such details as thou needest to proceed. I shall await thee at the Waking Sands and pray for thy success. You have a notebook now. Nice. And then there's a Detective Zen. We have a Detective Zen as well. And a winglet. Pray return to the Waking Sands. That's exactly what we did. So now we're going to New Gridania. Yes, you are a Detective Zen indeed. Ah, Bat of the Scions, might I deduce from your stern expression that you have heard the disturbing news? I, Garuda, returns once more to plague our nightmares. I fear this incarnation of the lady is more tempestuous than aught we have yet witnessed. If you are prepared to face this roiling storm, then I will brief you on what must be done. What is this? Oh, that's Beast Tribe. Ah, Gale Force Warning. It's it's like a title by itself, a Bat of the Scions. So true. We first learned of Garuda's return when the Primal fell upon the Blue Badgers that they sought to construct a new watch spire. The devastation was absolute. According to the report of the one surviving engineer, Garuda invoked the most horrific gale with but a gesture of her taloned hand. The powerful winds tore apart the half-built tower, crushing the workers and scattering their broken bodies like dolls. By all accounts, it appears the Lady of the Vortex is grown stronger with this summoning. She must be stopped before the casualties are allowed to pile any higher. But, as you might imagine, the Ixal, eager to please their bloodthirsty goddess, are engaging our troops on every front. I have not the soldiers to prepare for a primal hunting expedition. You don't want them tempered either. Thus, I sent word to the Scions to beg the aid of proven champions. You and your companions are our best hope for freeing Garuda of this... Best hope for freeing Gridania of this rampaging fiend. I ask that you confront Garuda in her customary domain, the Howling Eye. Such a titanic conflict is best confined to Ixal lands. Wouldn't you agree? Though I imagine the Birdmen have since made adjustments to their crystal, the Beastman Aetherite found in Natalin remains the surest means of entry. May the 12 strengthen your arm, Bat. And to you as well, sir. And that is in near Camp Dragonhead. There we go. So I have a question. Is anyone online at the moment that would like to assist me with this extreme trial? Gotcha. Yeah, take your time. Oh. It's the Ascians. Ah, they're not important Ascians. They're just black-faced. They're not red-faced. The Howling Eye, Extreme, now accessible. You're not at home, but you need to get the games in, and then you need to, play to level 60 with a free trial. Okay. Well, while Winglet is getting prepped, I'm gonna attempt to do it on my own. This could be a disaster beyond imagination. If only he had waited 20 seconds, yo. True. True. We'll see see if I could do it. That's exactly what I was saying, Zen, and it was quite nice until the scream. Yo, true? Alright, we'll see if we can do this. No, of course I'm destructible. That's just crazy talk. No mount, though. Unfortunately. But I might need your assistance with Titan and Ifrit. Ooh, shiny. Our efforts to augment Garuda's powers were met with the predicted success. It is mildly unsatisfying, then, that the Primal was thus similarly defeated. Against the Bringer of Light, it appears a heavier hand is required, and now that the focus has been discovered... The focus has been discovered? Okay. It is of no consequence, even should they understand the significance of its presence. They have no means to prevent the summonings. And the beastmen continue to crave ever more powerful avatars every time their gods fall. With each link forged in the chain of ambition, the shackles of chaos are bound ever tighter. It is not for us to entertain such speculation. We are bid only to convey what we have witnessed. Let us be gone from here. Oh, he went and disappeared. And so did he. Or they. We don't know if they're male or female. Or other. We go back to New Gridania, right? If you want to entertain speculation, well, you can do that all you want. You just have to install the game and play. Once more, Garuda has fallen to your might. You have our gratitude, Bat. We are blessed to count such heroes among our allies. What's this? Some memento of the battle, mayhap? What an uncanny art arrangement of bone. I have never seen its like. I could not guess what foul ritual this object would be used. Might there be some connection to the primal, considering the place in which it was found? Oh shit. I must ask that you take this grisly trophy to the Waking Sands and consult with Urianger. Perhaps he can provide some insight. I mean, I guess. Now, I believe Keishi had said that when they first launched the game, or launched the Aromaborn patches, that the extreme trials were actually required to progress the MSQ, and that sounded like a nightmare. I'm not gonna lie. That does sound horrifying. Yo, true.
Lao 13 Plurkam head into bed, leaving stream up.
Well, thank you, Leo, both for the 200 bits and the lurk. I appreciate you. You didn't have to donate the 200 bits, but I appreciate you anyway, and I hope you have a very good night's sleep. Thanks for stopping in and saying hello. Thou art returned whole from thy grueling trial. Hath the battle with the lady gifted thee a glimpse into the primal's fortress of inscrutability? You'll take this focus. A ritual focus of Ixal bone, home to what tainted powers I cannot say. Pray leave this curiosity with me, that I might dwell further on its nature. Garuda's unseemly strength was not fueled by crystal caches and tempered worship alone. Nay, I fear some new rite of summoning was employed. The rigid culture of the Ixal rarely spawned such an anomaly. Methinks agents more deeply versed in primal lore have meddled here, the Asians, for a certainty. And if those servants of darkness are afoot, they will not stop at a single tribe. Such revelations do much to explain my recent communications. Art thou prepared to struggle once more against a beastman's god? I mean, might as well, right? Quake me up before you go Gahomoro? Whatever. The Maelstrom has sent word of a mountain-shaking tremor felt by every man and beast in the northern half of Vilbrand. Aye, the kobolds have awoken the Lord of Crags, and this shuddering arrival doth echo with the heightened strength shown by his sister Primal. Seek thee out, High Storm Commander Scrabblewords, at Maelstrom Command in Limsa Lomensa. Thy path leads once more to the stony feet of Titan. We're gonna go the cheap way. We want to save some gil. Yep. There she is. No, my sprint isn't here. No. I used it up. Oh, back to the Scions. Glad I am to see you answer our desperate summons. As you have no doubt heard, the kobolds have, it seems, yet again called forth the primal Titan within their mountain abode. The recent quaking of the land can be attributed to no other, and considering the intensity of the tremor, we can be sure that Urianger's warnings concerning the enhanced power of the primals are far from idle. We Maelstrom officers would, of course, like naught better than to shatter the belligerent old boulder ourselves, but we cannot risk losing our soldiers to tempering. Once again, we must turn to the seasoned veterans of the Scions. According to our readings, the rumblings are strongest in the naval Titan's usual haunt within Ogomaro mines. You should be able to enter the primal's domain by reattuning to the beastman's ice aetheryte found within the kobold's territory in Outer La Nocia. After the previous defeat of their great father, you can wager they've recalibrated their crystal. You may crash against this stubborn rock with the fury of 1,000 waves. Exactly. Exactly, Winglet. Exactly. Let's see. Camp over. There we go. No, I don't want to do your fate. I would have to sink. I want to sink. I want to do unsynced. The Naval Extreme, now accessible. That's right, it's accessible. That's right. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Winglet, you should probably spend your poetics. Because you're gonna get some. Or at least not cap on them. Oh, snap. Oh no, Winglet died. How dare you, sir? Will they still stone me? Yep. Okay, that's fine. Don't push me up. I might die here. You think Titan wants a hug? That's preposterous. He just wants to stomp on everything. Yep, he's gonna push me off. Or not. Ow. Yep, I died. Yo, we got this, Winglet. We got this. Get it. I guess I'll greed for this stuff, unless you really want it in ringlet. Yeah, that's okay. Don't feel too bad about it. We're doing fine. Titan displayed a most satisfying degree of destructive power. The intensifying effect of the ritual phallic are undeniable. Powerful though this incarnation was, the Primal's eventual defeat was not unexpected. The burgeoning strength shown by the Bringer of Light, however, has grown beyond reckoning. Such demonstration of force serves us still. It invites ever greater retaliation. Yes, as the light burns brighter, so too are the shadows steeped deeper in darkness. Right. To Limsa. Yeah, indeed. The rumblings have ceased. It seems that no matter how powerful the Lord of Crags become, you and your companions are up to the task. Yes, you found something of interest in the navel? Is this bone and such grotesque design? Honestly, I will never understand the kobold's sense of aesthetics. You say you acquired a similar object after your battle with Garuda, then we must consider the possibility that these trinkets are responsible for the Primal's appalling new strength. But I shall leave such conclusions to those more learned in the subject than I. Pray return to the Waking Sands and convey my greetings to Urianger. Yo, I'll do that. I'm sure I'll do that. We gonna go the cheap way. Over there by the Arcanist Guild. So, the Lord of Crags was also possessed of unprecedented vigor, and thou hast returned with yet another curiosity of bone. The kobolds are not known for fashioning objects in this manner. What is more, this construction doth bear a striking similarity to that of the trophy recovered by thee from Garuda's lair. The fleshless remains of beastmen worshippers. This is the material common to both of these foreboding ritual tools. What unsavory sorcery have the paragons bequeathed to their unsuspecting pawns? There is yet another commonality to this augmentation of the primals that concerns me. That is thee, BatDan. For every mountain thou doth concur, I am struck by the answering waxing in potency of the primals. The pattern is too clear to ignore. Such a cycle bodes naught but ill for the realm. I must unlock the true nature of these immortal entities ere the land is once more racked with ruin. And as always, thou art my stoutest ally in the gathering of these requisite keys. Ifrit ain't broke. We are fortunate that the Lord of the Inferno hath yet to rear his horned head. I fear, however, that reports of his return will not be long in coming. My quest for knowledge yet remains unfinished, but such a task can only properly be undertaken in a world unracked with chaos. Exactly. Let us bow to inevitability and prepare ourselves for what will undoubtedly turn into another blistering trial. Pray visit to High Commander Swift at the Hall of Flames in Ul'dah and advise him that the fiery primal will likely soon be among us once more. Mayhap with a measure of foresight we can lessen the impact of Ifrit's arrival. Okay. Over to Ul'dah. Turn off this chat here, just in case people get a little bit spicy in Ul'dah and Limsa. Naughty Ul'dah, yo, true. Captain BatDan, your timing is most fortunate. Allow me to brief you on the situation. Both the Maelstrom and the Order of the Twin Adder informed us of the recent troubles with disturbingly powerful primals, and as these incidences ever occur in threes, we immediately sought to gather intelligence on Amalja activity. We lost contact with the first reconnaissance party assigned to the task, and then deployed one of our elite units to learn the fate of the missing scouts, but they also have failed to report back. In their most recent missive, my elite troops declared their intention to investigate the Bowl of Embers. Though they might have been overwhelmed by the lizardmen, we must consider the possibility that the Lord of the Inferno has reclaimed his domain. It is with some measure of wounded pride that I must request your aid. Assemble a group of your companions, namely Winglet, and strike into the heart of Amalja territory in southern Danlan. If Ifrit is indeed returned, you are to banish him back to the Aether by whatever means is necessary. And let's see. You will likely have to renew your bond with the Jaharic Aetherite to enter the Bowl of Ambers. The lizardmen have undoubtedly realigned their crystals since you last felled their god. And unfortunately, that means cutting your way through a goodly number of their centuries to reach it. The Grand Company of the Immortal Flames is no stranger to sacrifice when it comes to battling the primals, but the struggle costs far too many lives and often creates a host of new tempered enemies. You and your unique talents, however, can spare the families of our soldiers that grief. I will pass the news of your involvement in the mission to the Scions myself. Should our primal fear prove substantiated, then I pray your efforts meet with success. Winglet is not my companion. That's that I said Winglet was my companion here. All right, we're going to let's see, the Little Alamigo. Yes. Oh, Winglet, be sure to spend your poetics. Oh, I am capped on poetics. Hold on one moment. I am the capped. Alright, I think I was trying to get Bard stuff. Is that right? No. Then what was I trying to get? Ninja? Or I already got Ninja. How about Monk? Yeah, we'll get some Monk stuff. And I guess a Samurai Blade as well. There we go. Back to Little Alamigo. Oh yes. I probably capped earlier today when I was doing the Bahamut coils with Kendra. The Bowl of Embers Extreme, now accessible. Let's do it. He's so angry. You think he wants a hug? Are you sure about that? We were so close. Look at him, he's at 21% and we can't do anything until the... Oh shit. I'm gonna die here. Or not. We did it. No mount though. What a drag. Ifrit were born with the strength of 1,000 raging infernos, and yet you vanquished him. I can offer you naught but praise, bringer of light. Ever prepared for confrontation, good. Those instincts serve us as well as they serve you. What meaning hides within this constant pursuit of ever greater strength? Have you paused to dwell on its significance? However you might choose to justify your actions, it seems you have tested the very limits of these 3 primal avatars. Again, such furious repose. Response. Repose? Response? Yep, response. There we go. Did we not make ourselves clear? As amusing as such might prove, we do not come to trade blows with you. This meeting is at an end. We must thank you for your most enlightening display. We have learned so much. The destiny we seek draws closer, ever closer. How much longer can you stem the tides of darkness, a bringer of light? How well will you fare against the next god to awaken? Wingwood's doing the Manderville. Which we have yet to do on this character. We do plan on doing the Hildebrand quest line eventually, but probably not today. So the Infernal Primal has returned after all. It is well that you set out prepared for the worst. Come now, Captain Dan, you must describe your epic encounter in detail that we might reverse our tactics for future engagements. Any information could prove useful. Yo, is that Bobo? How's it going, Bobo? I hope you're doing well. Did you know that the most deadliest bat is the Brazilian wandering bat? Not really, no. It is not the most deadly bat, but I do appreciate you for bringing up the Brazilian free-tailed bat. You haven't done them yet? You think you've only done up to Stormblood. Stormblood is where they kind of, after Stormblood is when they postponed Hildebrand until Endwalker. Well now, this is an ominous relic. While the Amalja are known for their barbaric trinkets, I sense something is different about this one. I see, so it is the third such object you have discovered within the domain of a primal. It certainly seems feasible that it played a role in Ifrit's enhanced volatility. Return with your trophy to the waking sands, and pray bid Urianger to continue his investigation. Our eternal gratitude to you both. Yo, Winglet went and transported to a place I cannot follow. You want to spend some tones, yo? True. The report from the immortal flames hath flown before thee. Dost thou return once more bearing a curious tool of ritual magics? Take it. Ah, yes, it doth most certainly resemble the others in form, and I dare say in function. The bone is, of course, a Maja in origin. The servants of darkness revealed themselves before thee. I am put in mind of Archon Louisoix's words. Yet ever shall primal desires burn, for burn they shall, with the Asians ever toiling the stokes, to stoke the fires. There we go. We are fortunate their careless taunting hath provided us with certainty, where before there existed only conjecture. It is unfortunate, however, that thy actions serve the Asians' purpose so well. Whenever you slayest our primal foes, the beastmen seek to rise their more ferocious gods. And now, it seems, their ceaseless ambitions are answered only by living sacrifice. Each ritual object thou didst recover is a manner of focus, a tool fashioned from the bones of a willing worshipper. These foci contained the vast etheric power generated by the fervent prayers of a beastman zealot in the moment of his death. This power was then poured into each primal during the rite of summoning, thus giving rise to the augmented avatar thou didst engage. To free us from the threat of the primal in truth, we must needs discover an escape from this endlessly escalating cycle of conflict. Such an answer will not, I fear, be readily attainable. So, as long as understanding eludes us, there is no recourse but to continue with the slaying of primals. The aether they invariably hoard must be released back to the land. As the beastmen deities wax ever more potent, it is a sad necessity that the nurturing of thine own strength cannot be ignored, an action that thou must take, even though it doth quicken the plans of the paragons. One of the paths to inexorable might hath ever been the pursuit of study, arms, and armor, and in that endeavor I may be able to assist thee. To tussle with gods. If thou to wither these constant clashes against ever more potent primals, then thou must perforce arm themselves with extraordinary weapons. I have concluded negotiations with one Rowena, a merchant who doth abide at Ravenant's Toll. In exchange for the ritual objects thou hast collected, she hath promised to provide thee with a section from her stock of unique armaments. Why wouldst she consent to purchase these unsavory trophies? It is a simple question of infamy. Certain of her that word are like to salivate at the very thought of possessing such forbidden items. There are few who can lay claim to the ownership of a ritual tool employed in the summoning of a primal. There is no cause for alarm. Any power of the object held has long since been surrendered to the summoned deities. At least thou worry on my account. I have gleaned from them that what wisdom we've acquired. He's gonna give them back to us, and then we can go trade them in for weapons and armor. I return to thee thy hand-won prizes. Hie thee to Ravenant's Toll in Mordona, and see them swiftly to Rowena's hands. Yeah, we'll do that later. Let's go work on some MSQ. Winglet, you don't have to stick around with me anymore. I just did the extreme trials just to get them out of the way. But if you wanted to go back to your ult, feel free. Alright, level 50, moving on. Leave Ul'dah? Has it truly come to this? Oh, Bat. Pray attend to Alphanod. He is engaged in some business or other and requires your assistance. Pray be on your way. Alphanod waits upon you, and I have much to think about. Oh, and tell him he shall have my answer in due time. I'm not firing Winglet, okay? I'm just saying as a Winglet, I pulled Winglet from doing her alt leveling, and I don't want to cause her to miss out on any of it. Confound it, she knows what must be done, and still she hesitates. All because of these all because of these rumors. I should explain. Minfilia's mother, well, adoptive mother, was among the great many who perished during the calamity. Her name. My goodness. A fancy foul. Okay, well, how do you pronounce from you read it Philhammon? 'Phil Hammon? 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 'Phil Ha What does text-to-speech tell us? Hold on. I want to see what text-to-speech tells us. Let's see. A-M-I-N-N, right? Yes, okay. So, come on. Okay, there we go. Flamin? Wait, is that right?
Flamin.
Flamin. Apparently it's flamin. Alright. Hope it's not flamin. It's gonna be flamin now. Flamin was her name, though you may know her better as the songstress of Ul'dah. She was a performer of singular talent and much beloved by the people of Eorzea, not to mention a certain Charlian minstrel. As you may imagine, the news of her passing was greeted with shock and disbelief by her adoring followers, many of whom refused to acknowledge. I'm just sorry that the name is cracking me up. Refused to acknowledge that what had happened. That her body was never found only served to encourage speculation. Minfilia, too, struggled at first to accept the truth, but as Flamin's absence stretched from months to years, she saw that there could be no other explanation. But until recently, at any rate, for whatever reason, rumors have once again begun to circulate that Flamin is alive and well. One of our informants, Father Elude, has sent word that a woman matching the songstress description has been seen of late at the seaside resort of Costa del Sol. If we could succeed in tracking her down, I have no doubt that any worries that now plague Minfilia's heart may be assuaged. I mean to set forth to La Nocia at once. Let us reconvene there and inquire with Master Geg as to the veracity of these rumors. Yes, so this is my Flamin mom. She's a Flamin? Yeah, she's a Flamin. You're laughing too loudly. That's perfectly fine. Oh, did I walk past you? I don't remember. I saw blue and I was like, oh. But that's gonna be her name from now on. You're in another universe? Okay. Did I actually see someone? Okay, I'm just being weird. Okay. Castle del Sol. Alphanon? Ah, you've arrived. Let us see if Master Geg can shine any light onto the rumors regarding Flamin. Hello, Master Geg. Oh, sweet siren of the sands, my Makot muse, Why have you forsaken me? Titan's Bane, I mean Bat. What brings you to my humble resort? Flamen? You mean to tell me the goddess made flesh who dwelt among us until so very recently was the songstress of Ul'dah? Gags, man. If I had known that, I would have chained her to my bedpost and never let her leave. Wow, dude. Wow. Oh, for shame, to think that she now plies her trade for the riffraff off to the west of whatever she said she was going. It's a tragedy, I say, a tragedy. West, is it? Thank you, Master Geg. Your information will serve us well. That said, there are any number of places she could be. I shall begin my search by the docks and see if any witnesses might have some knowledge to spare. I would be most appreciative if you could travel on to Wineport and do the same. Yes, we're gonna do this all for Flamen. Flamen and Geg. I want to see that band. Yep. That's what we're doing right now. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen Flamen? Well, if it isn't Bat, the savior of Wineport, what do we owe the pleasure? Ah, yes, we did receive a customer matching that description. She was a delight to behold. To give the woman her due, but her perfume was so ghastly, I had no choice but to eject her from the premises, interfering with tastings, you understand? If she is your quarry, why not consult your blind associate? His olfactory perception is without peer, given that I could smell the woman from a mile away. I dare say he could smell her from 10. Okay. Apparently Flamen is not very easy on the nose, if you know what I mean. Hello, sir. Where Flamen at, lady? She got kicked out for her perfume, I know, right? Well, there is, like, that perfume that I, like, cannot stand. There's, like, it gives me an instantaneous headache when I smell this particular perfume, and I keep forgetting the name of it, but oh well. Eh? You want to know if I've seen a Makot lass by the name of Flamen? I wish. I haven't seen any lass of any description for far too bloody long. Wow. Alright. You dig my grain. Indeed, indeed. I see you have had many grand adventures since we last spoke, Matt. You must share them with me sometime. The girl from a little while ago, one does not forget the perfume like that. So verbose and intoxicating, yes, simultaneously familiar. Reminiscent of a bloom native to these parts, in fact. I said as much when we spoke. She complimented my powers of observation and asked me if she might find some of the flowers. So I told her to follow the road south into Raincatcher Gully, and then head east after crossing a second bridge. The flowers which grow in the shade of the cliff shall be the strongest scent, you see. If you make haste, you may yet find her there. So the blind guy has no problem with the perfume that she had, but the cook dude, well, he looks like a cook. He's not actually a cook, right? I don't know, you look like a cook. You might not be a cook though, but he has a problem. Yo, look, it's Flamin'. Yo, it's a Gobu. No, go away. Hello, Flamin'. She's definitely a Makote. I am in your debt, stranger. I did not realize my activities had aroused the Gobu's ire until it was too late. Their oils can be used to make perfume, you see, and Flamin, I don't... Who are you? Whom do you serve? Yo, it's Elfinod. How did he know how to meet us here? We didn't send word for him. It appears you've already found our woman. Consider me impressed, my friend. The songstress of old I presume Minfilia, or should I say Acelia, is looking for you. What the hell? So what's her name? Minfilia or Acelia? Yeah, Elfinod, like, apparently put a tracking beacon on me or something. Acelia? You are the very picture of health, my lady, yet the world thinks you dead. I can only conclude that this was by design. The question is, why? Not everyone who endeavors to find me does so with the best intentions, child. You will be pleased to know that I fully intend to reveal myself to Minfilia when the time is right. Oh, well, that does please me. More than you know, but tell me, sojourns in the forests of La Nocia aside, when exactly will the time be right? When I deem it so. Do you imagine I traveled all this way on a whim? As I was telling your associate prior to your intrusion, I came here to harvest these flowers for use in a perfume. Does that satisfy your curiosity, or would you negotiate me? Sorry, or would you interrogate me further? My apologies for the interruption. Anyway, now that we all have that which we came for, might we continue this conversation in a safer locale? Wineport, say? Let's see. Minfilia's the name of your boss took later in life, or after adoption. You forget which. Right. Right. Yo, how's it going, Flamin'? Rescued yet again from the jaws of a ravenous Gobu, how quickly we forget the lessons of the past. Though I was not solely to blame for that last foolishness. For those of you who are not aware, she was actually in 1.0. At the very start of 1.0, she and Minfilia were in Ul'dah, and Agolbu had attacked inside the city. And there was a very big epic moment, and it is lost to the sands of time now. Hello, Elfinard. This is not at all how I envisioned it. I can scarce begin to imagine what emotions will go through Minfilia's heart when she reunites with her mother after all these years. Yo, take the money. All things in time. You say my daughter awaits us in Vesper Bay, yes? I have kept her waiting long enough. Let us be off on the next ferry. I can finish fashioning the perfume along the way. Understood. Come with me. It would be my pleasure to escort you to the Waking Sands. Yo, we got a free we got a free teleport. Look at that. We didn't have to do shit. Antecedent. You have a guest. Lamin. I'm saying that right. If it's Flamin without the F, without the F at the beginning, it's Lamin. Acelia. They grow up so fast, don't they? I haven't seen her like this in years, Bat. I never truly believed it when they told me you were dead, but what kept you away for so long? She was fashioning perfume. She spent 5 years fashioning perfume. The Imperials came for me, as I always knew they would, and so I resolved to stay as far away from you as I could, lest their pursuit of me endanger you and our cause. I could think of no better way to grant you the freedom to continue our work. Perfume is serious business. So true. Yeah, play Cress's Core and you'll see exactly how serious perfume is. And continue it you did, achieving things I would not have imagined possible. I followed your every success and celebrated in secret. I'm so proud of you, Acelia. I'm saying that right. Acelia. I learned from the best. I have a gift for you. What if you don't play Crisis Core? I do suggest playing Crisis Core. It's a very fun game. Calicia perfume? Oh, you remembered. How could I forget? You wore it all the time. If ever I lost sight of you, I could find you again just by following my nose. I didn't think it was made anymore. You must have gone to so much trouble. It was no trouble to me, my darling. I fear I cannot say the same for Bat. However, I could not have made it without him. Yo, don't look at me. I didn't do shit. I just killed a Goblu. Thank you, Bat. Thank you both. There's something else. This is the cat's eye I found. All these years you kept it. My father was a member of the Alamegian resistance. When I was yet a child, he brought me here to Ul'dah. The accident which claimed his life happened shortly after our arrival. It was Lamin who took care of me then. She raised me as her own, taught me everything I needed to know to survive. I am no stranger to the facts of your history, yet I fear I have failed to grasp their implications. It is clear that there is much I do not know about you and your mother both. One of her first lessons to me concerned mining, and I was a very dedicated student. This cat's eye was the first stone I unearthed. It wasn't much, of course, but I was exceedingly proud to have found it nonetheless. So I gave it to Lamin as a gift. She said it was beautiful, but there I am at a loss. Why are you returning this to me? Is something amiss? No, Acelia, nothing is amiss. Quite the opposite. I need you to realize how far you've come and how much further you must still do. You and your allies have accomplished more than I could ever have hoped. You have succeeded where I failed, and made me so proud that words fail me. But even as I marvel at the woman you have become, and at all the many things you've done, I cannot help but think of that which you have yet to do, and of what it may entail. Acelia, daughter, you cannot stay here anymore. You and the Scions must leave Ul'dah. Lamin, you built it once, Acelia. You can build it again, and this time we'll do it together. Truly? Alphanod, the time has come for the Scions to leave Vesper Bay. We shall establish a new headquarters in Ravidan's Toll, as you proposed. Much work lies ahead of us. Inform our fellow Scions and send word to the students of Baldesion. Preparations begin at once. Alrighty. So, next one, right? Laying the foundation. It is all well and good that we have found ourselves a new home in Raviden's Toll, but there is so much to be done, and so little time. Our first step will be to secure the cooperation of the Adventurers Guild representatives there. Were it not for the Guild's considerable efforts, the original Camp Revenant's Toll would have never been established, much less its more heavily fortified successor. However, with construction still ongoing and resources in short supply, it seems certain that the Guild will require something in return for their support, sympathetic to our cause though they may be. Whatever they ask, I shall not begrudge it. To be plain, we need them more than they need us. Without their assistance, such essential tasks as securing new facilities, cultivating relationships with local merchants, and recruiting adventurers would prove difficult, if not impossible. You need not concern yourself with such matters, Anticitant. Yo, it's Alphanod. Who would have thought it's Alphanod? Really, Alphanod, if I need concern myself with anything, it is surely matters such as these. Indirectly, perhaps, I submit that you might instead concern yourself with a different matter, namely, to whom the resolution of such matters might best be entrusted. And here I am, nor do I come alone. May I present the esteemed emissary of the Adventurers Guild at Raviden's Toll. Oh, he overstepped his what do you call that? He took the initiative. Yeah, he went over Minfilia's head, as they were. It is an honor, Anticitant, upon receiving word of your intentions from Master Alphanod, we thought it best to begin talks at the earliest available opportunity. Now that my associates in Ravenant's Toll hold the sign, that my associates at the Ravenant's Toll hold the signs of the Seventh Dawn in highest regard, we should be honored to welcome your organization. There are, of course, certain provisions which must needs be negotiated if it pleases you, but let's see, I would do so. It does. Sir, unless I am not much mistaken, you are the one known as Bat, are you not? May I say that what a pleasure it is to make your acquaintance. Slaffborn spoke of you in the most glowing terms. To steal an Imperial Reaper and use it to infiltrate the Garlean castrum is an undertaking few would contemplate, and fewer still survive. You shall always be welcome at Ravenant's Toll. We hope you will favor us with your presence again ere long. Well, it would seem your reputation precedes you, Bat. Mayhap I should dispatch you to Ravenant's Toll with all haste, as first intended. But before that, I dare say you have earned yourself a rest. After all, you have traveled so far, and there is already so much you have done for us, and for me. We will speak again anon. Till then, take care. Ah, yes, we're having a good time reading our book. Everything's perfectly normal. Everything's fine. Ah, Bat, were you able to get some rest? I would ask you to come with me to the Solar. Alphanod has just returned, and it would seem there is something he would share with us. You're here, good. I come bearing news. The negotiations are concluded. And our friends at the Adventurers Guild have agreed to furnish us with new facilities and material support in exchange for our assistance in the ongoing defense and development of Ravenant's Toll. Sounds reasonable. The Scions of the Seventh Dawn shall have a new home in Mordona, the Rising Stones. Huzzah! A bittersweet victory. If truth be told, I cannot deny that I had come to look forward to Tataru's tales of our many guests and their many, many demands. From the waking sands to the rising stones, passably poetic. That wasn't your doing, was it? I too have news to share. In expectation of this momentous day, I personally informed the Alliance leaders of our plans, and they have each pledged their full support, General Raban included. Moreover, I have decided that the time is right. I decided that the time is right for us to cast off the vestiges of our order's veil of secrecy and announce ourselves to the world. Are you sure that is wise, dissident? If anything, it is a mere formality. Our existence is quite possibly the worst kept secret in Eorzea. Let us affirm our identity, proclaim our achievements, and all may know what the Scions of the Seventh Dawn stand for. Yay! Well, obvious risks apart, it would be nice to retrieve a little more recognition. And the people have the right to know who saved them. It is my hope that this gesture will encourage the people of Eorzea to place their trust in us. I would reveal to them the true extent of our power, yes, but in doing so I would show them that it is a power accountable to no one, and at once to all. And what of us? We who have felled primals and faced down the Empire, to you, my fellow scions, I would say this: prepare for the challenges which lie ahead, for they will be great indeed. Great, I say, let us yet no greater than us, and we will rise to them, as we have time and again united as one. There must be some way I can... Wait, what idea? Wait, that area is said to be rich in minerals. Maybe I should ask Flamen to teach me the basics of mining too. Do you ever wonder how he does it, Elfanaud? Elfanaud, I mean. It was almost predictable that he should appear with an emissary of the Adventurers Guild mere moments after I had expressed the need to forge ties between our organizations. Truly, his sense of timing rivals even your own. Setting such mysteries aside for the present, I have a task for you. I would like you to deliver these documents to Slaffborn. They concern our forthcoming move. Do take care on the road and represent us well, Bat. I guess we're going to Mordana. We'll take care of the other quests first. Wait, it's this way. Greetings, adventurer. So, you're the one who hopes to trade some primal curiosities, are you? Urianges guaranteed their authenticity, so why don't you let old Rowena here have a look at these ritual objects of yours? Carved from beastman bones, just like he described. Well, I'd be lying if I said these trinkets don't make my skin crawl like a dermite in my undergarments. As a scorpion beast. In case you misunderstand, that's an expression of high praise, lad. My customers will be gutting each other in the streets for a chance to purchase your trophies. Show them to Larania, my accusations officer, and she'll walk you through the transaction. I mean, sure. Gods damn you, Rowena. You promised me a life of excitement in the exotic land of Mordona. And here I am stalking your shelves in like a tainted oppo. May I help you, sir? You never expected me to say an expression like that. Are you sure? What in the seven holy hells are those gruesome things? Beastman ritual tools? You adventurers and your penchant for stowing the most disgusting souvenirs in your packs. Belch. And that goes twice for Rowena for wanting to stock this stuff, and thrice for her addled customers for begging to buy it. But that's neither here nor there. Whatever it is that drives you folk is also fills my purse with coin. Now, were you seeking to trade for aught in particular? The special weapons we deal in, is it? Here, take a few of these tokens, and you'll be able to exchange them for any arms you fancy. If you're one of those completionist types, then you'll no doubt want the entire armory of things. Just bring me another set of those stomach-churning ritual tools, and I'll see you rewarded with more tokens. Best hop to it. Oh, thanks. Question is, do I get experience for this? Here, I do. Heck. Been getting experience for this. And I should probably switch to what? White Mage? So I can get experience for White Mage? I was told to expect a scion, but I didn't expect it to be you. It has been far too long, Bat. You have something for me, yes? Let's see, now. Yes, everything appears to be in order. You will be staying with us for a while, yes? Would that we had a dozen more like you. Since we don't, though, we'll just we'll just give you the work of a dozen men. Heh. I jest. Yo, I appreciate you. Okay. So, I think it is good time. We're almost at the 2-hour mark, so I think it's a good time to take a small break. So I can use the restroom and refresh some coffee and all that other good stuff. I will return in about 5-10 minutes. I don't know. TI is in charge. Okay, I have returned. Let's continue with some more MSQ. Let's see. It's possibly a primal. Back to do the work of a dozen men, I see. Ha, but I jest. Even I can appreciate that an important man such as yourself has little time for menial tasks. But since you're here, mayhap you'd be keen on having a look around the Scion's new home. See that impressive structure over there? That's the place. It was originally built to house a branch of the guild, you see. As such, it comes complete with a tavern where adventurers can rest from the road, fill their bellies with good food and drink, and their ears with tales of fortunes to be had about the realm. It may get a bit raucous at times, but I imagine it be a good a place as any to recruit capable men and women to your cause. Come with me, I'll show you around. Welcome back. Oh, thanks for the welcome back. And let's see. You were just saying everyone should follow Keisha Kasara. Yo, I agree. Bat, is that you, Bat? I'm quite sorry to interrupt, but I have most urgent news. We received grim tidings from Gridania, and it would appear our aid is required at once. I must ask you to report back to the Waking Sands with all due haste. Yo, I'll do that. Is everything quite all right, friend? I can't say I'm privy to the details, but it would appear that this is no time for a luxury tour. But no worries, you can rest assured that I'll see to all the necessary arrangements. Pray return any time after you've seen to your more pressing matters. Switch back to Dragoon. Alright. So let's pray return to the Waking Sands. Where's my E3 ticket? There it is. Hey King John, I hope you're doing well. Hey Tataru, how's it going? A messenger from the Twin Adder came to the Waking Sands while you were in Mordona. I wasn't privy to his conversation with the antecedent, but I did see the look on her face after he took his leave. Something is definitely amiss. Could it be that the Ixal have summoned Garuda again? Or mayhap Imperial forces have been sighted within the Shroud? Well, whatever it may be, I am absolutely certain it's nothing you can't handle. Now go and ask the antecedent if there's anything you can do. Lost power before bed yesterday and then trying to watch Scoopy. It wasn't, it was both. I'm terribly sorry. Well, you know, hopefully now that your power is back on, you can enjoy yourself. I knew this day would come, yet I prayed it would not come soon enough. We have reason to believe that another primal or an entity resembling one has been summoned in Gridania. Let's see. Am I familiar with a concept known as the pump? Not necessarily. Maybe like a fist pump? How's it going, Tabitha? I hope you're doing well.
Here. Who? The BatDan.
Exactly. Thine arrival is customarily timely, Bat. The etheric waves leave little room for doubt. Thy talents will be needed ere long. If there be truth in my suspicion, 'tis a familiar woe we face, though one quite unlike the Lady of the Vortex. We dare not draw conclusions without evidence, but as Oriange said, the readings bear the strong resemblance to the ones observed more than 5 years ago. Though I had hoped the Muggles guard beyond such follies. Muggles guard? Suffice to say that disturbance warrants full investigation. Thy presence hath been requested by Commander Hulux. He awaiteth thee at the Adder's Nest. Pray hasten to Gridania, Bat. Ida and Papalimo will rendezvous with you there. You may you walk in the light of the crystal. You'll thank you. You're good? That's good. Where your muscles have pumped up and look a little fuller, you suppose? Gotcha. I haven't heard it in that expression before. But then again, I'm not really a workout kind of guy. A pleasure to see you as always, Bat. Thank you for answering my summons. Quite frankly, I could think of no one more qualified to... but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Allow me to explain. What is this? A buffalo calf? Nice. You've been a part of the gym culture for a year now? Good. Hail to the king, Kupo. Not long ago, the Moogle Kulupo Cop visited the Adder's Nest to request an audience with the Elder Seedseer. He spoke of an imminent threat to all Moogle kind, one which would imperil the entire Twelveswood if left unchecked. You proved an able ambassador to the Sylphs, and we would have you reprise the role in our dealings with the Moogles. The rest of you should hear from Kulupo Cop himself. He awaits you with the Elder Seedseer in the Lotus Sand. Well, yeah, if you can, make the gym your own. Definitely, make a gym in your own home. Definitely use that. The other scions have already arrived, sir. May I show you in? Sure. Why not? how's it going, guys? Oh, look, we got we got Ida, we got Papalymo, and Rhea Osena, and Kane Sena, and Kuplo Kop. Please, you have to stop them, but you mustn't kill them. They're not bad Moogles, Kupo. They're just misguided and gentle. No, firm thrashing is in order. Yes, but no. Calm yourself, Kuplo Kop. Can you not see that he hasn't the faintest idea what you're talking about? Be quiet this instant. Pray forgive his witless outburst, sister. Most grateful I am you have come, Bat, and upon such short notice. Truly, Gridania could not wish for a more stalwart ally. But you are doubtless eager to know wherefore we summoned you. Our friend Kuplo Kop has brought to us news of the most unsettling development. It would seem that the good King Moogle Mog, what is it, 12? 12 has returned to Eorzea. A curious thing to hear, I know, but truth to tell, I myself cannot say for sure if he is a genuine figure from history or some manifestation of Moogle mythology. Kuplo here would have me believe the former. Once upon a time, we Moogles served the gods in the heavens. It was quite nice up there, unspeakably beautiful, unimaginably spacious, and with a literally endless supply of wine, Kupo. In spite of this, or possibly because of the last part, the gods eventually became disconnected and started squabbling, which made life jolly difficult for the poor Moogles. So, good King Moogle Mog the 12th, may his glorious name live forever, decreed that the time had come to leave Kupo. The realm of man would suffice, he said, so all the Moogles should live there instead. Unfortunately, the two realms are so far apart that we couldn't safely fly down, but good King Moogle Mog 12, may his miraculous foresight ever be praised, knew exactly what to do, Kupo. He had a rope, you see, the longest one ever woven, and he nobly held while his subjects climbed all the way down to the world below. And that is how we Moogles came to this land, Kupo. All of us except good King Moogle Mog 12, may his courageous sacrifice never be forgotten. He alone would remain in the heavens so that Moogle kind might at last know peace. Expect that he has not remained in the heavens, from what I understand, that being our reason for contacting us, yes? I'll bet he tied the rope to something. Good thinking. Remind me again what the problem was with him returning to Eorzea. The problem, Ida, lies in the fact that he was summoned. It is our belief that good King Moogle Mog 12 is the myth made manifest via means akin to those employed by the beast tribes in the summoning of their gods. What? Wait. You're saying that the handful of Moogles had a buttload of crystals wished really hard and just sort of appeared? Would that even work? What I cannot fathom is why they would even try. With Garuda humbled and and the ultimate weapon destroyed, what new threat could have prompted them to take so drastic a measure? Might that not in itself be the answer? Twice in the last half a decade, Eorzea has been brought into the brink of destruction, only to be spared at the last by the heroics of a chosen few. To you who braved those tempests and survived by virtue of your own strength, this latest period of peace will doubtless seem a welcome respite. But to those who had not the power to defend themselves, who were spared only by another's grace, this is merely the calm before the storm. I think the Mughals' guard are afraid of what tomorrow will bring, and that things may not end so well as they did yesterday. That fear has driven them to call upon a greater power, one they believe can be relied upon to protect their loved ones and their homes from what may. I assure you, the Mughals' guard only want to protect the forest from outsiders, but ever since the return of the good King Mughal Mog XII, may his boundless grace fill our hearts with love, they've started to get a little carried away, Kupo, verging on a lot, in fact. Like the sylphs who summoned Ramal, you mean? We cannot discount the possibility that this entity is influencing the Mughals in a matter similar to that of a primal. We share the same concern. Whoever or whatever the king may be, it is our belief that he poses a threat not only to Mughalkind but to Gridania as a whole. Thus do we beseech you, Bat, confront the good King Mughal Mog XII and drive him from our midst. Yo, better let's do it. Humbly, I do thank you. The sanctuary of the Mughals' guard and their liege lord is concealed by magical wards. Brother Sumiyan of the Conjurers Guild will doubtless be able to offer insight on how they might be dispelled. Pray seek his counsel ere you proceed any further. You will do so. Boop the Mughals headball. Yo, true. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, King. Yeah, if you need to, need to leave and take care of your power problem, don't worry about it. Probably fish out your old laptop and factory reset it too. I mean, I would suggest see what's on it. Like, make sure you have everything saved before you do that. Welcome, Bat. Welcome. You should be the one to grace good King Mughal Mog, to face good King Mughal Mog the 12th, is of great comfort to me and to the elementals both. As I am sure you know, the Mughals are not by their nature a warlike race. Yet, should the king be suffered to remain, it is like that his influence will bring about change in them. Thus does it behove us to defeat him quickly, before any lasting damage is done. Make whatever preparations you deem necessary and inform me when you are ready to seek the king. hey, you know, some bad memes are actually still good. You know what I mean? Oh look, One Night in Ampador. There we go. Let's see. You have selected Regicide, whatever. Anyway, the wards barging access to the king's sanctuary can only be nullified through the use of enchanted keystones, the self-same method employed 5 years ago, and when the first of the king was summoned to Eorzea. It was with great regret that we were forced to sanction the slaying of a guardian who then held the keystones. For none were in our possession at the time. By the grace of the elementals, however, we have been spared that burden on this occasion. Kuplo Kop confided in me that he had been entrusted with a set of keystones by the Mughals guard themselves. Yet wishing not to betray their confidence, he begged me to find some other means to gain entry to the king's sanctum. Alas, I have been unable to do so, and dare not labor any longer, for fear that the Mughals might succumb to the corrupting influence of their liege lord. We must needs have Kuplo Kop's keystones, Bat. Pray go to him and beg his assistance. He awaits you at the Wetshore Pyre. Impress upon him our great need, and I am certain he will yield. Okay. So, how will you do it, Kupo? Oh, he told you about that. Well, if there's truly is no other way, I'll do it, Kupo. Take the ferry to Sweet Bloom Pier. I'll go on ahead. Don't you dare lie to me, Kupo. I know what you're planning, and I won't allow it. Open your eyes, Kupo. The king will never be satisfied, no matter how many crystals you bring him. We offered you a choice, but this is how you repay us? By consorting with this bat? Imperials, Gridanians, Sylphs, you're no different from the rest of them. Actually, you're worse, Kupo. Traitor to his kinsmoogle. He plots treason against the crown. Enough. Kuplo Kop will answer for his crimes soon enough, as will all who defy the will of good King Moogle Mog 12. May he reign forevermore, Kupo. The king is planning to purge the Twelveswood of his enemies, Kupo. We've got to stop him before it's too late. The entrance to Thornmarsh is deep within the bramble patch, Kupo. If you take me there, I can nullify the ward, but be warned, the Mughals guard has set traps to lure enchanted beasts. I can't hide from them, so you'll need to protect me, Kupo. Escort Kupal Cop safely to the warded entrance. Should you fail to defend him or move too far away, he will return to Sweet Bloom Pier, where you may rendezvous with him and try again. Okay, let's do it. Come on. Come on. Hurry up. Come on, Kupal Cup. I like the Endwalker escort quests better because at least they run for whatever at the same speed you do. You just constantly kept going. We're here, Kupo. I don't see any more beasts, do you? Are you ready to face the good King, Kupo? Then step closer to the ward. Raise your hand and focus. Like when you attune to an aetherite, Kupo, I'll open the way for you. Oh yeah, I would love to get a solar powered unit and just stop depending on you know the power company. You know what I mean? The rest is up to you, Kupo. Now go and teach those foolish Mughals a lesson and send the king back whence he came. Thorn March Hard, now accessible. Let's do it. Kupo, who in the seven hells is that? Meddling adventurers, I wager. Mogul's Guard, to arms! Defend your king, Kupo! Sorry, I sneezed. Oh wait, I could have probably done this with NPCs. Oops. I forgot. Huzzah. 2 slots remaining? What do they mean? You did it, Kupo, you did it. Good King Mugglemog 12, may his mighty soul rest in peace, is no more. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not stopped the Moogle's guard when you did. Thank you, Bat. Perhaps now they'll come to their senses and stop playing at fairy tales. Rest assured that the chieftain will have choice words with them too. You should go and tell Punky Pak that the king is no more, Kupo. She's with Rhea O at Camp Tranquil, and they can relay the news to the chieftain. Cool. All right, I am actually the space here, so we redeem that. Get rid of some of these tomes from the Bahamut thing, because I don't need them and they're cheap on the market and very easy to get. Alright, Camp Tranquil. Not gonna lie, King, I can understand a majority of what you're saying, but I am not really an electrician, so I'm not too knowledgeable on that stuff. Do I dare believe my ears? Good King Mugglemog 12, may his magnificent virtue serve as an example to us all, has fallen? All Mugglekind owes you a debt, Kupo. I sense Kaya O wishes to congratulate you as well. I shall let you speak without fear of interruption. Thank you. On the properties of primals. Your bravery in service to the Twelveswood and her Muggles shall not be forgotten, Bat. My sister will doubtless wish to hear the tale of this great victory from the mouth of the man responsible. Pray return to the Lotus Sand and treat her to a full account of the day's events, while the details are yet fresh in your mind. Sure, let's go to New Gridania. The Elder Seeds here is expecting you, sir. May I show you in? Sure. So I assume that the 600 watt ones aren't really for home, it's more for camping, I guess. Not sure. Bat, you are returned to us unharmed and victorious. Thus have I 2 reasons to be glad. Yet many questions remain unanswered. If you would be so kind to oblige me, I would fain hear all that occurred in Thornmarch. Well, you see, there was this good King Moogelmog and whatnot. Then it is as we feared. The king really is primal. But he really isn't, is he? I mean, the Moogles don't worship him. For one thing, he's not even a god to them. That doesn't sound like a primal that I've heard of. Then mayhap the fault lies with the definition. The fact remains that though a combination of the power contained in crystals and the force of their collective faith, the Moogles called forth a being that by rights should not exist. Moreover, when slain, said being left no corpse. The aether which compromised him, instead of being scattered to the four winds. According to the accepted definition, he may not be a primal, but the mode of his manifestation was in every respect the same. Which means, Ascians, this whole business reeks of their handiwork. Kupapo, they said it was a masked man who had taught them how years ago, but Gridania has no shortage of masked men, and I never thought to question. Confound it all, how many more will they ensnare with their tainted gifts? Too many, I fear. So long as there are paragons to stir the embers, fools to pray, fools to build the pyre, and crystals to feed the flames, ever and again shall we suffer primal visitation, a somber thought, but a solitary one. My heartfelt thanks, Bat. Already, the information you have provided has proven invaluable. The Grand Serpent Marshal and I have much to discuss. Oh, before you go, my lady, I was hoping you might finish discussing the other matter. As a matter of which you speak has even now been settled. The Scions shall not want for support. We shall be glad to send additional supplies to Ravenant's Toll. We knew we could count on you, milady. While Ida and I remain to discuss the particulars of our arrangement with the Elder Seedseer, mayhap you could return to the Waking Sands and apprise the antecedent of all that has transpired? We'll pray return to the Waking Sands. Okay. We're going to return to the Waking Sands. It is good to see you hale and healthy, Bat. I received word from Ida and Papalimo that you had felled good King Moogelmog 12, but I had hoped to hear your version of the tale. So it was, as they said, summoned with the same method used by the beast tribes and taught by the Ascians. Though unfortunate, this incident did at least serve to remind the Elder Seedseer of our usefulness. Her offer of additional support could not have come at a better time. Many thanks, Bat. The gifted. What are they giving me? Void sent blood? What the hell? Owing to the tireless efforts of all concerned, we are, at long last, ready to bid farewell to Vesper Bay. So as to avoid drawing undue attention, we shall make the journey to Ravenant's Toll in small groups, departing at irregular intervals. Lest you doubt, it is still my intention to conduct future operations openly, but on this particular occasion, the need for caution overrides all other concerns. To move north as one ponderous caravan would only serve to invite attack. It seemed only right that I should be the last to leave, and I would have you remain with me until the end, Pat. Upon my departure, the Waking Sands will formally cease to be our headquarters, and the premises will be given into the care of Urianger. I had thought to relinquish the property, but he was quite adamant, and I had not the heart to disagree. These walls have borne witness to some of the brightest and the darkest moments of our border's history. Mayhap it is best that we do not forsake them entirely. Urianger shall remain here and devote his energies to studying the nature of primals. By the grace of the 12, he will one day discover the permanent solution that we have sought for so long. Of course, he will not be alone. Alizé shall continue to work closely with him as well. We already did that quest line. Should they require our assistance, I have their assurances that they will not hesitate to contact us. Speaking of Urianger, would you inquire of him if any tasks remain undone? I cannot escape the feeling that I have forgotten something important. Yo, let's go talk to Urianger. I think they intend for you to use it in the way you've highlighted, but you don't know if like people use them. Oh, gotcha. Thou art ever welcome, Bat, but I require no assistance. Pray take thy leave, unburdened by concern for my well-being. Verily, thy countenance bespeaks a desire to quit this place without further delay. Mayhap thou thinkest this chapter of our tale concluded, that these halls should rightfully be consigned to the annals of history. In man's eagerness to seize the future, how ready he doth set down the past. Full many a proud pioneer hath bravely strideth into the greatest unknown, only to find there the banner of his ancestor, faded by the aeons, and still man glorieth in his discoveries. 'Tis through his pride that wisdom doth ever give way to ignorance, while they who lurk in shadow remain hidden, lost no sooner than they were found. Be not offended, Bat. Thy conduct hath ever been beyond reproach. Despite thy surpassing strength and thy many victories, thou hast never been so convinced of thine own greatness as to imagine thyself above the failings of thy forebears. Mayhap it is the echo which hath opened thine eyes to the lessons of history. Would that the same could be said of whence came that cry? The solar, 12 for fend, the antecedent. Oh no, chaos. Bat, you must... Oh. Tell me, Louisoix, would you have done the same? Louisoix Levior was a remarkable man, wise beyond mortal measure. Would that I had met him prior to his passing. An Ascian here? How? How ready you see. How readily you see. You are indeed gifted, antecedent. But you are not like the others. Your robes. Gifted but ignorant. Yet I shall not judge you hate harshly. The fault lies with your forebearers. It has been a millennia. Mine are the robes of an emissary. Unlike he who came before, I have no quarrel with you. He who... You speak of La Brea. La Brea is a warrior. He fought, he fell. He may yet learn from his mistakes. Then he still lives. Come, I only confirm that which you already knew. There is no cessation, only no oblivion, only expulsion. You, what are... We're ready when you are, my lady, if there's nothing else. Is something the matter? I feel the same way. After everything that's happened here, it feels strange to leave, but I'm sure we'll soon get used to Revenant's toll. Well, I'll let you say your goodbyes. Take as long as you like, my lady. We shall depart whenever you are ready. It is only to be expected. She lacks the gift of the knowledge both, and the knowledge both. To her, we are indistinct. To her, we are indistinct. I do not understand. Shadowless, fleshless, formless, what truth there is in each tale is diluted by time and telling. Knowledge dictates expectation, and expectation colors perception. Thus did she perceive not. So it is with all but a chosen few. Even you, when young, could not yet see with eyes unclouded. You know nothing about me, nothing. The gift grants you clarity. It grants you focus. With it you may in time come to see us as we are, rather than the crude this crude approximation. La Habrea did not think so highly of the echo. La Habrea is wrong about a great many things. The echo is indeed a gift, albeit one you have yet to master. And if we did, there would be no strife between our peoples, for we would be of one mind, or one soul. I leave as I came in peace, antecedent. May we meet again as friends. Wait, stay where you are. Ah! Mayhap I was indelicate. 'Tis a mercy she shields her children from his grace with such resolve. Was it also by her hand that you survived the Endor, I wonder? I take it there is no need to explain. Save your concern. He did me no lasting harm. Whatever his intention was, it was not to kill. I heard a cry. What happened? Are you alright? You look faint. Do you need to lie down? I could fetch you a flask of my special tonic. Oriange, send word to the students of Valdacion. Tell them to scour the archives, the forbidden tomes in particular. If there is any reference to an Ascian robed in white, however oblique, I would know it. An Ascian, my lady? Was that what gave you cause to cry out? I did but moments ago glimpse a figure clad in white, set forth from the waking sands, yet Ascians are wont to employ teleportation magics. Why would one be so brazen? I know not and care not. Find him, Bat. Turn every stone in Vesper Bay if you have to. Pray attend me, Tataru. Alright, I'm going to look for the white-robed Ascian. I wonder what his name is. Alright, so looks like it's in this area here. Alright. Okay then. I am told that you are the warrior of light, but I would know for myself. I shall walk north, and you may choose to follow. Know, however, that you will be waylaid if you do. You may even perish. Should you survive, we shall speak anon. Oh, he wants me to fight things. Oh, okay. I thought that thing was attacking me. Remarkable, truly remarkable. I thank you for granting me this indulgence. None save he who bested La Habrea could endure such examination. Have the laws of man grown so twisted in my absence that it is now permitted to lay hands upon an emissary? You bore witness to my audience with the antecedent, did you not? Then you know I acted only in self-defense. I realize the same cannot be said of La Habrea. Even amongst his brethren, he is considered unique. Nevertheless, I cannot wholly condemn his misdeeds. For through them we discovered you, one so strong in the gift that he could cast us out. Your mother favors you still. That much is plain, but surely you must feel it. Her influence wanes, and her strength shall soon be spent. These lands, these people, this world, all shall soon change. As it was, so shall it be again, as it should always have been. Doubt my claims and question my motives, if you will. Only believe me when I say this. I am Elidibus, emissary, bearer of the word of the one true God, and we shall meet again. Brave return to the waking sands. I'm gonna fly there. Why am I going this way? Ooh. Oh. The king lives. Oh, the extreme version of the good King Mughal is available. Thank the gods you've returned, Bat. After you left, I began to worry that I might have sent you to your doom. I take it our visitor proved elusive. Beg pardon, he was waiting for you. What did you do? What did he say? As it was, so shall it be again. When does he speak, and of what exactly? The words of this Elidibus portend much, but reveal nothing, save perhaps a measure of disdain for La Habrea. I had hoped for answers, but it seems I shall have to be content with a wealth of additional questions. Build on the stone. Let us set aside the matter of the Ascian until after we have completed our move to the Rising Stones. There is but one final favor I would ask you before I depart. I believe I mentioned before that my father was a member of the Alamegian resistance. In truth, however, is more complicated than that. As far as the Empire knew, he was their spy. He maintained a deception for nigh on half a decade, furnishing the resistance with vital imperial secrets while feeding his paymasters suitably convinced misinformation. When he died some 15 years ago, my father left behind his journal, which I have closely guarded ever since. It contains every shred of information he and his agents could steal on what they believed to be the single greatest threat to Eorzea, the Primals. Its wisdom has guided me through the years, though there is much within I still do not understand. It is my hope that Urianger will fare better. Tell him to treat it with care. It is all I have left of my father. Guess we're talking to Urianger again. I thought thee departed. To what end doth thou linger? Have this journal, okay? The father's final bequest, the daughter's lifelong labor. It is no small thing to surrender such a cherished memento. Well can I imagine the antecedent's pain. Upon mine honor, I swear to spare no effort in the study of these materials, lest my lady's sacrifice be in vain. Bat, this is Minfilia. Forgive me, but I couldn't wait no longer. I have departed for the Rising Stones. If you have yet to, once you have given the journal to Urianger, I bid you come to the seventh heaven in Ravenant's Toll. Tataru will be there to show you inside our new headquarters. Assuming you have already attuned to it, you may wish to make use of our new aetheryte in Ravenant's Toll. After all, it is right on our doorstep. What? There it is? Okay. Yo, Tataru. Oh, Bat. You're here. Good, good. We were all wondering when you'd show up. I was just telling your restive receptionist here. I'm pleased to inform you that all the documents have been prepared and all signatures signed. The Rising Stones is officially yours. Splendid. From this day forward, I will spare no effort in seeing that it is as welcoming and comfortable a home for us as the Waking Sands ever was. That said, this is all somewhat intimidating, is it not? So many unfamiliar places and unfamiliar faces. Most of the men and women you see around you here in Revenant's Toll are adventurers who come and go as they wish. I dare say that should make it easier for you to go about your business here. And it shouldn't hurt that Bat here has already made something of a name for himself here. Isn't that so, Bat? Why, that's wonderful to hear. Rest assured that this receptionist will work just as hard to see that our efforts do not skip the beat despite the relocation. And with that, Bat, I do believe it's time you officially announced your presence to everyone inside. The antecedent and the others will surely be overjoyed to see you. You know what just occurred to me? I had a hamburger for dinner today, and I forgot to put pickles on it. I am humiliated. I have just humiliated myself. I should have put pickles on it. Yo, look, it's Flamin. Hey, Flamin. Oh, you wish to help. That is very kind of you, but I can manage on my own. Besides, you should be out having grand adventures, not withering away here with me. Whatever you say, Fleming. Yastola, how's it going, Yastola? As you can see, our Sarlian allies have furnished us with a wealth of new tomes. Twould it be prudent for you to broaden your knowledge as well? Yo, thanks, Yastola. I appreciate it. How's it going, Elfinod? Is it not wonderful, Bat? Nary a single presumptuous merchant has darkened our door. I know full well they will come in time, but for now, let us enjoy the respite. Sure. Well, it is certainly spacious. Today marks a new beginning for the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, for today we declare our independence. We shall henceforth be beholden to no nation, but serve all of Eorzea's people, proudly and openly. But this does not mean that we will sever our ties with the Eorzean alliance. On the contrary, the antecedent and I shall endeavor to strengthen them. Rest assured, however, that we shall not permit local considerations to influence our decisions. Our identity remains unchanged, as does our cause. We are the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and our single purpose is to safeguard the future of Eorzea. For Eorzea. A moment of your time, Bat. I would speak of Eludibus. Pardon my intrusion, my lady, but the matter which bringeth me will admit no delay. Mine every attempt to contact the students of Beldacion hath been met with silence. No one will respond. How odd. Allow me to try. No response. Surely they would not ignore us. They have never yet, milady. I fear we must assume the worst. No, no, I will not believe it. An outpost, perhaps, but not their headquarters. Their wards are beyond circumvention. Had they come under attack, they would most certainly have raised the alarm. None would penetrate their sanctum unnoticed. But for those who lack the gift and the knowledge both, oh no. Contact their agents in the field at once. If aught has befallen the students of BatDan, they may know of it. Though the thought of it pains me, until such time as we have evidence to the contrary, we can but assume the worst. Accordingly, we must needs seek another source of information on Elidibus. 'Tis possible that others in the homeland are possessed of such knowledge. Be fairly warned, however, they are unlike to yield it unconditionally. Do what you must. Yet another unforeseen and unwelcome development. What could be next, I wonder? A visit from the crimson-clad Asian, perhaps? Or Prus? And which of our allies will then fall silent? For a time, I thought we had gained the upper hand. When you shattered the crystal of darkness and cast out La Habrea, I dared to hope that we had found a way to rid ourselves of the Asian menace. But I was wrong. He endures, and may yet return. Upon that point, I have no doubt that Elidibus spoke true. Yet there must be a way to destroy them utterly, a way to spare this world their unholy machinations. I dare not consider the alternative. There are forces at work we do not understand, Bat. You got that right. I discern them all around, in disturbances too great and too numerous to be dismissed as mere coincidence. Doubtless the paragons are involved, but how and to what end is far from clear. I know not what will come, but I do know that we will rise and meet it as one. Ah, my stalwart hero, your face is a picture of resolve. I know that you will be ready when the time comes. With luck, however, that will not be for a while yet. Pray return to your private affairs with my blessing. Should anything arise, you will be informed. Cryo, where are you? We won't make Cryo for quite some time. Your inconcession was not foretold. You object. We question. Our plans are in motion, your intentions unclear. They survived the 7th Undor and are stronger now in the gift. Does that not intrigue you? No, it does not. Serve as you will. So too shall I. We labor not to cross purposes. We labor not at cross purposes. Okay. The wisdom of his plan shall become apparent in time, when the veil is lifted from their eyes, and at long last they see. A realm awoken.